Hi, I'm James Browning, and I'm here to take you on a tour of our FMinus database of fossil fuel lobbyists. One of the amazing things we found with this list is that environmental groups often share lobbying firms with oil and gas companies. So here in Oregon, we see that the Wild Salmon Center shares a firm with Northwest Natural, a gas utility. Local governments often have oil and gas lobbyists. Here in King County, they share a firm with Chevron, which is remarkable because the same firm gets parks funding for King County. Colleges and universities also do this. Here we see Stanford University sharing a firm with Southern California Gas. And here's our database, and I'm going to show you what we can do in the state of Colorado. So our database has a page for every state. Here we are in Colorado. You can see you can download our full database or your own specific search results. And right now we're going to look at lobbyists who have conservation clients while also having fossil fuel clients. So here we see it from Political Works. They've got a fracking company, Onward Energy, but also the Nature Conservancy and also the Pew Charitable Trusts. Now, if you look at the Nature Conservancy, we find that they actually have oil and gas lobbyists in a number of states. And in Delaware, they also share a firm with Tesla, which we're going to talk about later with our Musk lobbying list. Now, each page gives a full report on how strong or weak a state's lobbying disclosure law is. Here you see in Colorado, got disclosure of bill numbers, positions, compensation. It's actually the strongest state for lobbyist disclosure. Now, from our Colorado page, we link to Colorado's own database of lobbyists, which lets you look up bills and positions. So we're going to look up a bill from 2022 dealing with toxic air contaminants. And there's a lobbyist in our database who works for Political Works, Kelly Kelty, who it looks like was supporting and opposing this bill at the same time for the Nature Conservancy and a fracking company. So literally playing both sides of this issue in the climate crisis. Now, you can't get this level of detail for every state. And if we go to Pennsylvania in our database, you see that their disclosure system gets a grade of F plus because the laws are bad and the website is so bad that we use this Ben Franklin quote, whom the gods would destroy, they first make mad. That's what may happen to you if you use this site. Now, because of the profound threat that Elon Musk and Doge and President Trump pose on climate, F-Minus has also started to track lobbyists who work for companies owned by Elon Musk, and many of these lobbyists represent groups who've been profoundly harmed by Doge and the Trump administration. So if you want to look in our database, you can do it by client or state or sector. Let's look at California. Here is a firm that represents Tesla in addition to Los Angeles, San Francisco, and more than 40 other local governments. In Colorado, Tesla's firm represents environmental groups, the city of Boulder, housing advocates, all causes where Doge has profoundly harmed these other clients. You could look at other states such as New York State, where we are tracking damage done on fair housing issues and to people with disabilities, even as this firm, Ostroff and Associates, sticks with Musk. Now, we also have a Musk action page, and if you go here, you see we have letters that can be adapted to contact your local government, your university, maybe the company, the big tech company where you work, to challenge them over hiring these Musk lobbyists and to ask them to cut ties with any Musk firms because what Musk is doing is so profoundly harmful on climate and so many other issues. So something is wrong. We hope our resources can bring people together and try to make it right. Thanks for listening.